young women or young men that are absolutely beautiful, walking around as a beautiful mess. At, at this point, we have to start asking questions. Why are you walking around like that? We are beautiful, but your beauty is only where your intelligence began. At this point, we have to look at more than what's external. Let's start digging and start dealing with our internal. What's going on internally in you? What's your idea of who you want to be and how strong you want to be? Why are you sitting there looking at how beautiful you can transform into, but not understanding that there are so many more dimensions to you that are not just external, but internal? Let's start dealing with the mind itself. What's going on in the mind? How are you tackling problems in your life? How are you working every day on yourself, sculpting yourself? What kind of person do you want to be? Write it down. What type of person do you want to be? And as you write down what type of person you want to be, write down how you're going to start becoming that person every day. How you're going to sculpt that person out in this lifetime. How you're going to make yourself great in this lifetime. So you begin to sculpt. At this point, we have to will and sculpt ourselves to what we want to be. We have too many things interfering and interceding that are external, interfering on our internal. So we have to definitely deal with the internal person. See, they love to say, oh, you're sinning. Why? Because you're in the flesh. But we're not really sinning because we're in the flesh. We're sinning because we're in the flesh without an identity of self, without self sculpting, without self engineering, without self and doing what is appropriate for ourselves. Have we embraced an ill nation of understanding of who I am or what I am and what I am capable of doing? At some point, we must begin to engineer ourselves as a powerhouse. We must begin to engineer ourselves as wise people. Yes, you are beautiful, but let's deal with a beautiful mind. Let's deal with something greater.